Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh boy. Oh yeah, we're probably gonna be using Discord chat today. Sorry. Tag me, Shield. Tag me where it is again. Tag me in Discord, that way I can. Oh, case is open too. Perfect. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is where we're at. Let me work on. Trying to figure out how to unpin this side. Actually, I don't think it really matters. Okay, cool. So we are going to, for this one, gonna probably move that, and then add display capture. Edit the transform. So let's see. So what are we going to do? So we need to crop left. Oops, no. So that browser source is going to go away. Nope, so let's. Display capture, there we go. So this one, transform, crop left. All right, let's do 500. Okay, 700, 1,000, 1,200. Okay, and then the right, we can just move that a little bit. And then from top. Alright, yeah, I totally like Discord. Alright, sweet. So there we go. Let's see if I make this even. Alright, so if I do that, let's do this. There we go. Yeah, looks clean. I like it. And you guys all have, like, you guys can update your, you know, your images and stuff. I just, at this point, I don't know how other people that aren't on the Discord, how they're gonna get to Discord. So maybe the bots or whatever will showcase them. All right, cool. So let's do this. What am I trying to do? Okay. Okay, record. That's right. All right, on your mark, is set. All right, let's see. Go. All right, folks, Pachinki's 88. We are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to case number 38. So for those of you guys who are new, we switched over our chat to Discord instead of YouTube and or Twitch. Hey, so I'm happy to see you again. My leave is over, so I'm back to catch up with what's been happening. Taking 4 off time wasn't easy, although I think therapy did help. Visiting Zoe at the mental health facility was both heartbreaking and healing. It's all very difficult. Well, Jones, of course it is. The important thing is that you get better. How are you feeling now? I'm not back to my old self exactly, but I'm ready to come back to work. And it looks like you've been busy. I read that you came to the university to learn about Rosetta, but it's been proving difficult. Well, it's so strange, Jones. There are no traces of her past school records. We couldn't even find her birth certificate. But one thing is clear. We must be missing something. There must be something more that we can learn so we can get back to the campus. Today's the university's open day, so the place will be crowded, but we need to keep digging. Alright, Ace. I'll come with you to the university. Dude, you're looking rough. You look as rough as I do. At Grimsville University. Hey, you know, Ace, I actually do enjoy walking this campus. It's always felt refreshing to me. And getting to the bottom of... Hey, Ace, what's that scream? It's coming from the cafeteria. Let's go, quickly. I know, you're right. His break was very short, but at the same time, we have no idea how much time has passed. I mean, I'm assuming it's only been like a week. Uh-oh. Oh, look, he's dripping blood. That's cool. I mean, it's a cool effect. It's not cool that he's dripping blood, but, Ace, man, it's dead. The scream must have come from him. Well, there's no one here now, but clearly this was murder. Look at that man's neck. Oh my goodness, that's Professor Narcissus. Oh gee, I wonder what his character traits are gonna be. You knew him, miss? Hey, Dorothy Kicks. Yeah, I knew him. He was my economics professor. I can't believe he's dead. Well, Miss Kicks, please stay close. We'll need to talk to you. Well, in the meantime, Ace, if you think looking through the telemetry dishes is a good idea, I'm all in. I know we were meant to look into Rosetta's past, but that'll have to wait. We have a murder to solve. Do you wonder if this professor is a narcissist? Alright, so let me get some stars and I'll be right back with Pachinki's 8. Over and out. Alright guys, you guys say there's lag. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, goodness. I've been doing good. I'm a little tired lately, but I'm good. Oh, juniors, taken his first like real steps, and now he's just walking all over the house. So that's positive. Taking him definitely longer. He's 16 months old, but he is now going crazy around this house, for better or for worse. They do. When he's just running it, or when he was moving, it was just so cute. It's funny to see him walk, because he walks and like his hands are up and he's like trying to be like all careful and let's see the watermelon. Where is it? Oh, it's cut up watermelon? Yep. There it is. Yep, and in Discord you also have the ability to have emoticons and stuff. The chat on Twitch can comment and watch at the same time. Oh, because some of you guys are probably on mobile devices. That is nice. It is nice to be able to edit what you say. And the mods can do that too. The one nice thing is that the spoilers are not going to happen on chat. So like that's the main benefit to Discord. Yeah, if you're definitely watching me on mobile, it is definitely going to be difficult. Why am I not seeing that? Oh, well, just show me. Oh, it's right there. That's right. I'm not recording this, so we can listen to their music. Which again is not copyrighted, or is copyrighted, so can't use it on YouTube, which is unfortunate. See, I'm not getting any oddities on OBS. Will I do all the chapters? Not the additional investigation. I'll do the start of it, but not the finish of it. It just costs too much money for me. Like real life money. I have no idea. I have no idea what Pretty Simple doesn't give me money to play their game. It is somewhat odd to me, but it is not part of their business plan, I guess. And they've made a lot of money off of me. I am probably one of their whales. So, hey, Raina. So the fact that they're going to start losing me is, you know, there will be no reason for them not to go that route. There it is, okay. Center clause. Oh, I'm the worst. I am the absolute worst for presents. I don't ask for presents ever, and I don't really, not big on presents. If I want or if I need something, I will request it, but presents for me are tough because they're given on a specific day, and usually if I want something or need something, I need it on that day. It actually rained in Arizona. That was huge. But we're probably going to get back up to, you know, 100 plus days. Oh, and yesterday I put up some Halloween decorations, so... Hi, Primal. Good to see you guys here. This year has gone pretty darn quickly for sure. Especially, I mean, so Junior's already 3. He just turned 3. It's crazy. Oh yeah, Starlight. Talk about whatever you want. That was weird. That was really bad, actually. Oh, you're gonna be the nun. Yeah, what are you guys all gonna be for Halloween? I remember the year I was a frying pan. Thought that was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was one of my best Halloween costumes for sure. Oh man, I wish I remembered which case I was a frying pan. That was pretty epic. I don't even know what it would dress up as. No to Halloween, no children, 28. Yeah, well. Oh, I'm gonna have to restart. Or refresh the browser because this is slow as heck. Yeah. Well, even if we didn't have kids, the missus loves Halloween, so I would be forced to celebrate it. I mean, because realistically, the boys don't really care too much about Halloween just yet. Alright. We're doing this for the missus. If it were up to me, I would not be doing yeah. If it was up to me, I would not be doing it. No, I'm sure she'll think of something. What we did do was when we went to Disneyland, she got a Sally shirt and I got a Jack shirt from Nightmare Before Christmas. So she was Sally and I was Jack. But I mean, they were probably some of the, just a shirt, so it's not like we did anything too crazy with it. But where the heck is that? Oh, there it is right there. Wow. I'm just gonna say this, but I am not doing very well this time. Hey Ashley, good to see you on there. You can put up your, little avatar of you, which I think is kind of cool. Personalize yourself. You can be another person, like Floor puts a different person. Oh, is it done? Okay, good. Yeah, well, I will definitely have to say that I know Elle Woods too well. Because the missus loves that movie. I mean, it's a good movie. cool. Yeah, I'm actually liking Discord chat quite a bit right now. I think I really like Mrs. is doing well. Yesterday was rough. You know, there's the exhausting days and then there's the like insane days. Yesterday was an insane day. But all in all, it's been getting better. Junior was just in like a pissy mood yesterday for whatever reason. He went to the park and hit his head, and I don't know if he was in like if he had just pain and he was just frustrated, but he was just frustrated. Just like relax, dude. You don't need to be upset over every little thing, but. The missus felt bad because she went to the park with both the boys. She was very happy. She got out of the house, and while watching one of them, the other one was climbing the stairs and fell and hit his head, and so she felt guilty about taking them. It's just crazy. Does that go? Oh, right there. Gotcha. Yeah, but it's like the mom guilt. I mean, I'm fine with it. He fell on his own. He's being a klutz. That's not her fault. He's being a klutz. But he does have like a big old knot on his head. But maybe he'll learn not to be such a klutz. I mean, kids get injured all the time by doing dumb stuff, so they eventually learn. We've all done it. We've done dumb things. And you know what we do? We learn not to do them again. Yeah, University was extremely well. I will say though that the last district was phenomenal. The last district has been my favorite in a long time of a criminal case. So I was very, very happy with the way that it turned out. Like, I was sad that we lost Rupert, but all in all, very, very good chapter. Like, very good district. Wow, I think that was actually very good for the first time. get hung up on things, man, like the atom. What, there it is. Infinity symbol. I saw the infinity symbol over there. Yeah. Rorschach Reaper, for sure. Okay, so the atom symbol is the one where they're going to have really crappy hit detection. Okay, so I won't be selecting the atom till the very end, so it doesn't ruin my score. Yeah, Ramirez hasn't really been around that much, honestly. I double-clicked, of course. Of course I did, that's my fault. That's the other thing, we can post links, I guess, in chat. scarf. Oh, crap, there's the scarf. Yeah, well, Judge Powell is about the killer getting years. Judge Powell has gone all hardcore on these guys. She gave a life in the last one. I love it. I didn't click that. That's ridiculous. Oh, for the love of Pete, I double clicked. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's see if I can do this as quickly as humanly possible. Not for any scores, just so that I can get back. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this hit detection? I don't know, man. If anyone else is playing these along with me, if you guys are you guys having issues with hit detection? Maybe because it's now geared for mobile, it's expecting a thumbprint, which is like a you know, a radius, but man, with point and click, it is just not that great. I'm having so many instances where it's like a PNG or something that they're using for hit detection. It's not fun. It reminds me of Grimsboro back in the day, where it wasn't very friendly. See, look at that. I clicked it. You can tell I clicked it because the stuff went away. It just didn't count. So frustrating. I wonder if they're ever going to fix that. Probably not. Cursor was bigger. Interesting. Interesting. Wonder if I could have make my cursor bigger. Gosh, I so pressed that. So Hey, Andy. Thanks for hopping over to Discord. Alrighty. we are going to continue on. Mark, get set. Okay, folks, between these 88, we grab some stars. Now that we grab some stars, let's examine some of them. That's one stained cloth you found among those dirty dishes, Ace. And I don't think it's ketchup. Listen to the lab immediately. What's up, Dorothy? Kick. I can't believe I just saw a dead body. It's not the education I was hoping to get here. How well did you know Professor Narcy? Not that well, I just took his economics class. It's one of the best curriculums on campus, and we deserve the best. Of course you do. Professor Narcissus knew the value of a good education. I always fought to help us achieve just that. Well, now he's dead. I think you just given an open day lecture in his amphitheater earlier today. Well, thank you, Miss Kicks. This information is useful. Oh, that's right. Secret Agent Ace will be checking out your professor's lecture hall. Thanks, Shield. Almost would have gotten dinged from YouTube. Oh, there's a clue. Clue. And of course, I clicked on something and it didn't register. Frustrating. This amphitheater looks pretty festive. I guess the university is really trying to appeal to future students. Anyways, this lost and found box you picked up is locked, but I'm sure you'll open it in no time. And what are those broken pieces of plastic? Let's put them back together. Yep. Oh, it's laggy for me too. Oh dear. Come on. I didn't even notice that the case was called Pain in the Neck. It's kind of funny. Gotta be it. Nope. Let's see. Nope. There we go. That's gotta be it. Process of elimination. Okay. Ace from the beginning from Lost and Found box is vaguely familiar. Label and set. Oh no, not Julian Ramis again. This time we saw his dad been murdered by a serial killer. He must be here for the open day. Ace, let's go find Julian. Great. Great. Ah. Now, I always feel for that kid. Yeah. It's a series of unfortunate events that happened to him. Wow. Who's that? This piece of plastic looks like a mouse pad. This is a photo of the victim and a woman printed on it. At one point I want to get those of me and Zoe, and to think of it now, I could never have imagined being in this situation. Sorry, I self-focus. Let's search the database for this mystery woman. I mean, it makes sense. He should be old enough to go to college. Thanks for finding my beanie, Secret Agent Ace. What are you doing here? I was hoping to have a trouble-free day for once. Oh, do you attend Professor Nurse's open day lecture, right? He was just found murdered in the cafeteria. Yeah, sucks for him. You don't seem particularly upset. Well, I didn't know the guy. I just attended his boring lecture because it got me a free meal ticket for the cafeteria. But I guess that's canceled now because of the murder. Bad luck just seems to follow me around. Poor kid, poor kid. Yeah, he's 18 years old in this. Which means that he may not be able to go there, but yet. Actually, I was in college when I was 17. I went to school like a year earlier than most, though. Since the woman in the mouse pad with our victim is his wife, well, this part never gets any easier. We need to inform Miss Narcissus of the sad news, Ace. I gotta be saying that name wrong. Can you guys give me a better way to pronounce that last name? Hey, Miss Narcissus. Grimsboro PD, I'm afraid we have some bad news about your husband. We're sorry to say that he was found murdered on campus today. Oh, my Renee, how can that be? Who did this? We're still investigating the matter, but Secret Agent Ace will find your husband's killer. My poor Renee, he was such a smart man and so close to retirement. We had it all planned, you know. We even picked out a house by the sea where we'd spend the rest of our days. What will become of me now that he's gone? We're very sorry for your loss. Please don't hesitate to call if you can think of anyone who would wish your harm, husband. You pronounce it Narcier? Narcier? Narcisse. Narcisse. Okay, I like that a little better. I just know the way I'm doing it is not a good way to do it. Hey Jones, while you were on leave, did you finally watch the Y-Files? I've been recommending it to you for ages. I did, but then I couldn't sleep for 2 nights, so I'm not sure it's for me. Oh, right, maybe it's just best to stick to comedies then, at least for now. Well, yeah, back to the investigation. What did you discover that the cloth sent you? Was it the blood of the victims? It was, and the killer must use the cloth to wipe their hands after the murder and then discard it. The interesting part is that the particular cloth is not just a random piece of fabric, it's actually a disinfectant wipe. I analyzed its composition and found that it's a specific brand of wipes called Moist Mitts. Ace, your killer must carry a packet of them. No, so the killer must use moist mitts to clean their hands, but only justice can clean their slate. Cheesy. Cheesy. Ace, this victim usually reminds me of a teacher I had while studying marine biology, though that one was eaten by a shark, and yours obviously wasn't. Anyway, so how did our victim die exactly? Well, the depth and marking the wounds on his neck leave no room for doubt. The killer used a fork to stab the victim multiple times. Oh, death by fork, what a way to go. Well, the fork punctured the jugular vein. Your victim must have bled to death within a few minutes. From the position of the wound, I can tell that your killer is left-handed. Oh, that's me. A lefty. Well, Ace will teach this killer that murder's hands end up getting handcuffed. Before you go, Ace, just one more thing. Your victim was nearsighted, but his glasses are missing. You want to be on the lookout for those. Okay. Yeah, fork is not usually that sharp. That's going to be rough. Well, at least my first day back from leave may be the day we investigated an unusual murder. Yep, just did it. Yep. So what's gonna? Yep. So you can help. I know your victim's favorite spot. Sweet. Alright, well, we'll see that in Chapter 2. This has been Pitching 88. Over and out. let's grab some stars, finish this off. Fork killing you. I mean, that's got to be a pretty darn sharp fork, or you're going in with a lot of force on that thing. Oh, CST asking the great questions. Why a fork and not a knife? I don't know the answer to that. It seems logical that if you're in a cafeteria, why not use a knife? Unless, of course, the knives in the cafeteria aren't as sharp as a fork, but that seems unlikely. It explains him screaming, the screaming that we heard. I will say that universities had, I mean, just the first case of university, I mean, that was a very gruesome murder. It was a very cool murder. Cool idea. Oh, they always go for puns in the case name. The case names, I feel like where they get to be a little bit more creative. Yeah, I hope Julia makes it out alive too. You and me both. Yep, if you guys spoil or leak, you'll get banned from the channel. Pretty. So don't even really talk about it. Discord chat won't disappear, but Discord chat is very difficult to create multiple accounts. And what we can also do is we can also great, this is lagging right now. What we could do with this Discord chat too is we could create a certain channel or lock certain people out of the channel so that they're only like basically the main people, and you have to get like invite only to Discord chat. Which we very well could do, right? So we can get the people that we know, and then we can create a specific channel for live stream chat that's an invite only, and the only people that are able to get in are the people that we trust. Here from the stream. Wait, what's up, Gucci boy? Gucci Dow boy? How would you be able to get an invite? Oh, well, we would have mods would send you a specific invite, or we would create another another moderator or something like CST is a senior officer. We could create senior, junior officers and whatnot. So we could create certain levels and roles. So, like the junior officers and above basically would be able to get access to it. And you'd get that junior officer status just by being known within the Discord chat. What am I missing? Oh, the windmills, wind turbines. Welcome back, Reese Witherspoon. Yeah, I might have to senior officers and up. Yep, for sure. Well, for the last case of the district, for sure, we're gonna have only senior officers available to be on. That's a given, because the spoilers tend to come out on the last case of the district. Yeah, but don't worry, guys. We'll have you should have a decent amount of you guys that over time are moved up. Yeah, leveling up might be good in the channel as well, because honestly, the people that chat a lot, they're not gonna do it. We trust you guys. Let's see. Man, I love me some sushi. What am I missing? Cupcake. Usually with sushi, anything with like a cream cheese or avocado I like. Okay, cool. Cool, Shield. Yeah, because we can do rank ups where people the more people chat, the more that they're given stuff. Because usually the people that spoil are the people that that are first chatting and not people that have been hanging out for a while. Shoe. There we go. Smoked salmon nigiri. How to become a junior officer? My guess is by chatting. Yeah, by just becoming more and more involved in the community. That's not it. That was a mistake. That's a mistake. Ooh, all you can eat sushi yesterday. That's interesting. How's all you? Well, I guess it depends on where you live. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, where there is no ocean in sight. So an all you can eat buffet is something I am hesitant to have. Oh, I cashed in all of my food and stuff. Florida's not Japanese. The jam. Asian countries, when the boys get older and it gets cheaper to fly to Asian countries, heck yeah, it'd be great to go there. It'd be great to just travel the world, just go to a lot of fun places. The missus and I really like to eat, so we would love to go to different places. But I think the first place we go that was Asia was probably Japan, for the food and stuff. I think that would be fun. But at this point in our lives, we're not going to be able to be traveling for another 5 to 10 years with the boys. No, I really haven't left the country. I really haven't. I haven't been in Japan. I've been outside the states, United States. I would like to, but I've always been working. I've always worked and not given myself lots of time for travel. Hey, Ricky, if you're from New Zealand, you're not that alone. Shield's there. Alright guys, let's work on chapter 2. That's it. Alright folks, what you can see, we are back, heading on to chapter number 2, where I'm sure Jones will recap and Kathy will tell me the information I need to know. Buzzer account reposted from a place that he called his secret hideout. It sounded very mysterious, but I've identified the place. Turns out it's the Northern Scenic Viewpoint. It seems Professor Narcisse went there daily. The victim went there often. There's a good chance we'll find important clues. Let's get to the viewpoint. And we are back. That is true. Indonesia just got hit by a tsunami and earthquake, like today, like within the last 24 hours. That's nuts. That sucks. Bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Bananas. Ace, I used to come over to Zoe before the earthquake, and now everything's changed. The view, my life, Zoe. Yeah, dude, you keep bringing her up, man. Let's look at the briefcase. Maybe we'll find something to throw in. That torn paper you found could be a clue. Let's piece it back together. Yep. Jones, you're getting a little, gotta get over it, man. Dwelling too much on it. What have I done? Fork in the neck. Oh dear. Fork in the neck. That's how our victim was killed. This is obviously not a coincidence. The message was written by our killer. But the message sounds sort of weird, right? Let's get it to Gabriel. Yeah, they almost sound remorseful. Yeah, the murder weapon's a fork. From our favorite TA. Oh, who's the TA? There's a mug inside the victim's briefcase, and there's something written on it. It says, from your favorite TA, as in those grad students who help teachers out by grading papers and such. According to the school's database, Professor Narcy's head teaching assistant named Gregory Lynn. Gregory Lynn. Let's go ask him about the working victim. I think someone in the chat was right when they said that they think tattoos is going to be a clue. So Julian doesn't show tattoos, so he should be good. Hey, the police, are you here for tighter security? Hang on, let me just grab a moist mitt before shaking your hand. Security is definitely an issue today, Mr. Lynn. Secret Agent has found Professor Narcy murdered in the cafeteria. Wait, Professor Cease? But how? Why? You would teach economics now. I don't want to be anyone else's TA. He was the best man. Looks like you really enjoyed working with him. Of course, he'd always encourage me. He made me improve my handwriting, saying that being left-handed didn't give me the right to be sloppy. He was my inspiration. It's a bummer he's dead, man. This place won't be the same without him. Yep. Hey, this message you sent me gives real insight into your killer's psyche. We're all ears, Gabriel. See, fork in the neck is clearly a reference to the murder. The question, what have I done, proves that the murder wasn't premeditated and the killer is shocked by their own actions. And what about fork in the neck? It's such a weird way to phrase things. Well, that's because your killer wrote it in the style of a popular card game, Counter Compassion. Their brain must have unconsciously tried to liken the murder to a game to deal with the trauma. Counter Compassion. Isn't that the game where you have a random question and players have to answer with the craziest cards that they have? I played it once. Yes, and what have I done followed by a blank is usually one of the cards. Your killer must play it often for the brain to channel the game as a way of coping with the murder. So the killer plays Cards Against Humanity. Well, they obviously lacked compassion when they committed this murder. And now we're on a roll, Ace. Let's make another look at the cafeteria. So interesting. Interesting. Cards Against Humanity. I've played that game a couple of times. No one has my sixth sense of humor. I've lost usually when I play with people, just because I pick the ones that make me generally laugh and are absurd. And people I play with are usually a little bit more serious. Alright, why am I not finding anything really? Okay, maybe not everything, I just can't find the eggs. Oh, there they are. Hey, Master Fist, what's up? Ace, it looks like one of those Meet the Faculty posters, and our victim is on it, but someone with a oppressor on his face. You're right, we should get a sample of that orange powder. Maybe it'll tell us who was angry with the professor. Yeah, that must be his phone. Let's unlock it. Meanwhile, this is an economics book published by the University Press. Could it be something the victim wrote? Let's test the fate of first page of the book to find out. Interesting. Yeah, I will say Cards Against Humanity is one of those things where it's funny to see people's psyche. I'm of the mindset of I enjoy shock value, and I just, it's just fun to me. Like I play it with the missus, and she's very proper, and her humor is very, you know, for the most part clean, whereas mine is not. So I got a kick out of that. 6, 4, 6, 3, 8. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Great, now it's lagging again. Great job unlocking the victim's phone ace. Let's send it to the lab. Alright, well. Yeah, they still haven't fixed it. Kind of frustrating, but pretty simple. Hasn't fixed the lag issue. And I'm running a decent computer, so. Oh, there's another author. Interesting. Inside the economics book says about the author, says blurbs about Dr. Renee and a certain Dr. Kevin Charles, professor of philosophy. So our victim and this Professor Charles wrote this book together, and they must have known each other well. Let's go talk to the co-author. He doesn't have tattoos, so I wouldn't think it'd be him. Yeah, Cards Against Humanity doesn't really allow you to do, you know, nice answers. Now that we have a sample of that powder from the victim's two-phase post-race, we can put it up under the microscope. Hey, what is it to be dead? It can only exist for others, for I can never taste it myself. To die is not to live, but how does one live? What? Do you have a minute? Sorry, officer, I was merely relying on the wisdom of ancient philosophy to process the tragic death of my colleague. Yeah, about that. We found the book you co-wrote. Were you too close? How could I answer that? One can only appreciate pleasures as they depart, not as they come, but we did enjoy a discourse of ethics. Co-writing the book was the greatest intellectual experience of my life, even if Renee had a bit of trouble reading my handwriting since I'm left-handed. He and his wife also invited me to play that thought-provoking game, Counter Compassion, you know? And it's as Socrates said. I'm afraid we can't stay to hear what Socrates said, but if you remember anything important about Professor Narcisse, let us know. Yes, of course, we must live for the possibility of running out of possibilities, o temporo or mores. Right, so looks like it could definitely be his TA or his wife. I'd probably lean on it being more his wife because it seemed like it was a crime of passion, and I don't see the TA as being that passionate to kill him, but that's just me. Hey, that sample you got from the vandalized poster of the victim is orange eyeshadow. And you're right, Ace, we met someone wearing that shade. So Dorothy's the one who called our victim an oppressor. Let's go ask her why. Oh, I wouldn't think this stereotypical shaved head, angry at the world person would have been that. Hey, Miss Cakes, we know you vandalized the poster of Professor Narcisse. You told us he was the best. Why would you call him an oppressor? I used to think he was the best, but now I know how wrong I was about him. See, I shaved my head a few weeks ago. People keep telling me it looks super cool, but not Narcisse. He actually started a petition to set up a dress code. He was going to forbid girls from shaving their heads and make me wear a wig. He said a shaved head was too distracting. Reminds me of the time he thought my moist mint wipes were too smelly and accused me of attacking his nostrils. I couldn't stand by and watch our freedom be stripped away. I had to let the student body know who he really was. Let's hope he didn't decide to get rid of the professor for good, Miss Kicks. Alright, I definitely don't think it's her. I mean, she might have had her gripes, but I doubt that. Hey, did you find anything on the victim's phone? Yeah, and all I can say is I hope Alex and I never have a fight like the one you, your victim, and his wife were having, Ace. She was trying to explain something, and he was horribly condescending to her. In this message history, he called his wife a silly woman, and that talking to her was a waste of time. Well, that's not good. What was the fight about exactly? There were no specifics, but it was obviously about money. Well, Ace, maybe we should go talk to Miss Narcisse about this. Uh-oh. Poor thing. Whatever people want to do, just let them do it, as long as they're not hurting anyone else. Hey, we know about the fight you had with your husband before he died, the one about the finances. He seemed very harsh towards you. Oh, you found out about that. Look, Secret Agent, I told you the truth earlier. Our marriage was perfectly fine, except when it came to money. Renee was convinced that since he was the economics professor, he knew best how to spend our salaries. He argued that he was the only one fit to run the family finances. Last week I spent $100 on groceries, and he was furious, said that it was too much and that I didn't know how to handle cash. You should have seen his face when he discovered I had bought moist mint wipes. He said we shouldn't be wasting money on brand names. I earned more than he did, but he insisted that he knew best, said that his brain was more developed when it came to finances because he was right-handed while I was left-handed. Wow. Well, that sounds pretty frustrating, but hopefully it didn't lead you to murder your husband. Yep. Wasn't nice. Yep. So what's gonna happen? Oh no, Donald Walker. What's up? What are you doing here? I need to speak with you at once. Alright, we'll do that. I'll see you guys in chapter 3. This is Pitching Ace 88. Over and out. Glasses could definitely be a clue for sure. Totally see that being one. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Renee is a narcissist. I would never have guessed where they got the name from. Yeah, I'll be doing chapter 3 on stream. The only one that I won't be finishing is the additional investigation. Bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. I can't get that out of my head. It's always what I think of when I read bananas. No, my dad is a slight narcissist. We used to call him Bubble Boy. Used to call him Bubble Boy. He's still that way. He believes that he is very it's a very interesting dichotomy. But I mean, to be fair, the way he thinks about himself and everything that he does, I would love to have some of that. I mean, he makes mistakes and gets upset, but in general, he believes that he is always right, and and that everything he does is great and all that stuff. So I don't know if he'd be like a full-fledged narcissist, but we've called him Bubble Boy for a while. And by Bubble Boy, we meant that like everything was perfect within his little bubble, and we didn't want to burst his. We were trying to burst his bubble. What's the difference between a narcissist and being plain selfish? That's a good question. They're probably the same thing. One of them just diagnosed you. They don't feel as bad about it. No, I mean, so he's probably not a narcissist, like, in that regards. I mean, he's definitely, you know, strong-headed, but well, it depends. So he married my mom, and my mom doesn't let him get away with anything. So, I mean, we see glimpses of it, but he doesn't get to enjoy any of it a lot of the times. I mean, they sneak out there, but she keeps him in check pretty good. So I think that would be a little bit more true if he had married someone other than my mom. He doesn't really manipulate. Probably not because he can, but he's just not that good at it. But he was awesome. He, compared to the other dads I was around, he was great. He always focused on being a very good dad. Yeah, he's not narcissistic. He has some of those traits. Parents' birthdays are coming up. What should you do for your parents? It's a good question. I mean, it depends. You know, if they're gonna leave, you know, one thing I'd always do for my mom if she left or something, even just to go stuff, I would go around and gosh darn it. I would clean up. Great. I would like clean up the house or something, or like do some chores that she wasn't aware of. Why Horizon Media? That's so stupid. Excuse me. Right. What? What happened? What happened to the chat? Oh my goodness, you gotta be... And yeah, Raina, it was one of those things where, like, you know, it's not huge. It's not something, you know, like, wow, you gave them like a huge gift. But I think the fact that, you know, you cleaned up the house, you made sure that the house or whatever the chores were done when they got home, so that they didn't have to do additional stuff when they got home. Um, that was always a winner for my parents. Because it's basically you saying, you know, hey, I know you guys are, you know, we're doing your thing, but I wanted to do a little bit of something for you guys to help you guys out when you guys got back home, so that you didn't have to do as much stuff. Yeah, you can make a card for them for sure. That sounds very sweet. Oh, Cartman. That was funny. I love Cartman. He's hilarious. Oh yeah, I've been playing Dragalia Lost like crazy. My team's got, I think, 8,500 might right now. Not the best, but doing all right for sure. Soda. Oh, did South Park do another one? I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to watch it. I miss the old I miss the old South Park. But Cartman's hilarious. I love Cartman. It's funny, the missus and I used to call each other Cartman. So we have a phrase around our house that if you are being a fatty and wanting to eat more food, or trying to you know, like you're overindulging in something, we call each other Cartman. We call it the Cartman. Is like if you saw someone go for like a second, you know, a second helping of something, be like, oh, you're being a little Cartman right now. Let's relax. Let's relax. Do you really need to eat that? So that's kind of like what we would do. So that was always funny. All right, this is a dog. What the heck's a dog? Oh, it's a picture. Okay, I'm looking for like an actual dog. Make it rain, I'll make it rain, I'll make it rain. Well, I mean, we're pretty much getting close to finishing off chapter 3. I guess the question is, how many years do you think Judge Powell will arrest the person for? My guess is, because it sounds like they might be slightly remorseful, this might be a 10 to 15 year. This might be a 10 to 15 years. That's just my kind of guess. Oh, I don't know what the bracelet is. Oh, there it is. Depends on the movie. My guess is you're talking about motive. Yeah, I mean, the motive always helps a lot, but right now I think at least they've hinted that this was a crime of, this was not premeditated, and if it's not premeditated, that usually gives them a little bit of, you know, freedom. Maybe guess 12 years. I think that's what I guess, 12 years for this. Family has 4 ferrets? Oh my gosh. Why? Are they really like that adorable? I don't like messes in my house. Like a little OCD in that. That just seems like a huge problem. Ferrets, they are. We also have 2 cats and a dog. Where do you live? Where do you live? Disary, where do you live? Yeah, Shield unfortunately had to rehouse his pet rock because he wasn't taking care of it enough. Ferrets have their own room. What country? Is this America that this is happening in? That just shocks me. Estonia. Live in Estonia. Where the heck? Where's Estonia? I still don't know where that is. Where the heck? Okay, that's not even in English. Oh, it's at the edge of Russia, I guess. Finland, Latvia. Okay, so that's Estonia. Okay. Oh, wow, it looks beautiful. Huh. I've heard of it. I've heard of Estonia. I've just never actually like researched where it is. I'm from a little countryside. That's awesome. It looks like a beautiful place. Like I like a look at that and I'm like, dang, that thing looks awesome. Very quaint. I live in the like, always lived in like cities, so that place is just, you know, different. Population of 3,000. Dude, I think we have 3,000 people living in our housing community within like a 5-mile radius. 100 people. That's crazy. It's cool. I mean, you guys know all each other, and it's probably a very, I would think, low crime and very everybody is very cordial to each other. Like, I only know one of my neighbors, and I have tons of them all kind of around me. I just really only talk to one of them. Panda. I love pandas. Toy car. Okay, there it is. 1.3 million. Let's see. Phoenix, Maricopa County. Let's see. So, the place I live, which is in Arizona, Maricopa County or whatever, has 4.31 million people in it. So, yeah. So, but that's pretty cool though. I mean, again, you guys probably are way more close-knit than we are here. Oh my gosh, now it's going slow again. I hate this. I hate having to refresh it every like 15 minutes. Where's the croissant? There it is. Oh, it's a hugely dense population. I mean, it's very, very dense. Heat for 26 degrees Celsius. Well, it's been, I don't know Celsius conversion, but it's been hot. Oh, disheard, but you live in Italy, gotcha. You're from Estonia, live in Italy, gotcha. Panda, candy cane. Hair clips, soda cans, candy cane. Oh, man. So close. 67,000. E equals MC squared up here. Credit card, sunglasses. Dog, hamburger, grapes, and dog. Boom. Yep, you really wish the robot cat would pop up. For sure. Alright, let's go to chapter 3 and arrest this killer. Mark, see. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88. Let's head on to chapter number 3 of The Pain in the Neck. And Dean Walker. Yep. Please find the killer. That's what you told us? Yeah, no kidding. We're gonna try and do this as quickly as we can, so just ease up off me. Yeah, I would imagine that a fork in the neck is a pain in the neck as well. Alright, so this is obviously something. Laptop. Slide projector. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen a slide projector in ages, man. Wow, man, those things. I haven't been in school in, 8 years or something like that, so. But I don't even think we had slide projectors in college. I think that was like high school. This projector reminds me of my studies back in the day. Mind you, this one looks a little bit more modern. You think unlocking Professor Narcisse's projector could give us important information? Let's do it. And you're right, Ace. That's our victim's signature, but the document itself is fake. Let's test it to find out what he signed. I agree we should fix that broken trophy. Quickly, Ace. The university is counting on us. Oh. Interesting. This document from the victim is addressed to Gregory Lynn. It says, I've decided to dismiss your services. Ah, so the victim didn't want Gregory as his TA anymore. He was firing him. Well, Gregory didn't mention this. Let's go talk to him again. Interesting. That definitely would be a motive for sure. An economics trophy. The heck is it? The heck? I am so utterly confused at how. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wow, that puzzle was a struggle for me. The trophy you put back together is a $sign on it. What's it for? Yes, there's an engraving. Excellence in economics academics. Since you found it in Professor Nar's lecture hall, it must be his. We need to find out who broke it. Let's send the trophy lab, Ace, and fast. I tried to restart the stream, guys, so hopefully that helps. And there have been a couple of these puzzles that have just taken me way too long to get. This? Nice. Nope, that's definitely not it. I'm thinking it could be this for sure. Okay. There we go, that's gotta be it. Yep. Hey, so you unlock the projector. Look at that, it's turning on and projecting the slide. Oh, budget cut proposals. Look, economics is in green, but philosophy is in red. Was Narcisse proposing to cut the philosophy department budget and spend it on his own economics department instead? We better go see that philosophy professor. So basically he was doing the same thing he did with his wife, which is, I get all the money, I get to spend it, and you don't. That ain't gonna fly with nobody. Nobody's gonna be okay with that. Hey, Mr. Lin, we have proof Professor Narcisse was gonna fire you. Somehow you failed to mention that detail to us before. Oh crap, how did you find out? It hasn't even been registered in the school system yet. Yeah, it's true. You don't want me as TA anymore. Said I was too chummy with the students. He said A for effort was an expression he used sarcastically and that I shouldn't literally be giving them all A's. He never realized how valuable I am. And heck, even mocked my ideas, like he thought playing counter-compassion during class as an icebreaker was stupid. Then he started telling people I was a big doofus. That right there is a phrase I need to start using more frequently in the real world, is calling someone a doofus. But now that he's dead, no one needs to know that he was going to fire me. It'll be our little secret, right, Secret Agent Ace? Well, I can assure you that getting fired will be the least of your worries if Secret Agent Ace finds out that you killed the professor. Professor Charles found the slides the victim made. Was he suggesting reducing funding for your classes? Oh, that ridiculous proposal. Narcissus didn't just want to cut my funding. He said philosophy was a dead subject. If it were up to him, he wouldn't teach it at all. Oh wow, so he tried to undermine philosophy? But you two co-wrote a book, and you told us it went great. In truth, Secret Agent Ace, it was a disaster. Working together just convinced him that philosophy was useless. How could he say such a thing about philosophy? What path are we setting for our children if we don't encourage them to think critically? Not that Renee even knew what that meant. Manuel Smith showed more critical thinking than he ever did. Well, hopefully your frustration didn't make you decide to replace philosophy theory with the practice of murder. Well, I know in my school it was great. Sometimes the teachers would curve the class because some of them were really difficult. So I realized I didn't have to be the best, or I didn't have to get A's. I just had to be in the top 5% of the students, and I usually was. Hey, look, Ace, Rita went out with Martina, so I'm dog sitting Hector. So freaking cute. Pretty sure I put all the toxic and corrosive chemicals out of his reach, but I'd rather keep him in my arms just to be safe. That is so freaking cute. He and Ashley should go on a play date sometime. It's good for dogs to socialize. We can even... Anyway, sorry, Ace. Let's get back to the track. Amir, did you find out who broke the victim's trophy? Yeah, I found some residue on that, and it turned out to be tears. Wait, someone cried on your victim's trophy? They were able to extract DNA from them. It turns out they were Julian's. He must have wiped his tears before smashing the trophy. Wait a minute, so Julian broke the trophy. Why was he crying, Ace? Let's go ask him. Julian, we know you broke the Professor North's trophy. Yeah, I was so angry and he deserved it. So the tears we found on the trophy were tears of anger, were they? What did he do? Well, fine. The truth is I didn't come to Professor Ernst's lecture just to get free food coupons. I was here to learn, okay? I don't just play counter-compassion all day. I want to make something of myself. I really wanted to apply to this college, but I went to go see the professor with my application. He laughed in my face. He said the university would never accept a delinquent like me. He said it was just a matter of time before I ended up back in jail. I got so mad that I broke his stupid trophy. I just want a chance. Maybe my grandma was right. Left-handed people like me are cursed. We always end up in trouble. You're not cursed, Julian. Actions speak louder than outdated superstitions, so you'll only be in trouble if you're found guilty. Come on, man. You're okay. You're okay, kid. Hey, so the list of suspects for the professor's murder are getting quite long. Yep. So where are we going to go now? Let's go to the scenic viewpoint. I hope they don't do anything bad to Julian. Gosh. This lag is absolutely killer for me. Alright. Oh, there's the glasses. There's a kiss. I see that makeup mirror. I see the umbrella. I see the pile of leaves. And then where's the apple? Right there. Perfect. Hey, so these guys look like they've been through a lot. There's blood on them. You're right. Martine said her victim wore glasses like these. But if they're his, it means the killer must have dropped them here. Let's hope a sample of those blood-stained fibers stuck on them will shed light on the truth. I know better than to question you when you say you want to look through a pile of leaves, but we're close to catching our killer, Ace. Of course. Yep, so now in Discord chat we have a rank up feature, so the more that you chat within Discord, within this channel specifically, you'll rank up and stuff. And for the last case, what we were thinking of doing is making it so that only certain ranked people will be able to chat in the final case. That way we can kind of remove spoilers. hate this. I hate not being able to just massively click around on this. It's so frustrating. Let's send those fibers from the glasses to the lab, Ace. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, Powell gave it. She dropped the hammer in the last one. She gave life. Oh, here we go. Murder weapon. We found it. Oh, Ace, the fork you found in those leaves was dripping with blood. Our victim was killed with a fork to the neck, and this must be it. Let's send it to Martine to be sure. Yep. Live streams are always usually at this time. This is when the cases get released. Hey, so it gets to the point, and as you guess, the blood on your fork was your victim's, and this is the murder weapon. What's on it? There was another substance on the fork handle. It turned out to be a cream specifically designed to brighten tattoos. The particular one is called Post Inked, and is the best one out there. Yeah, you guys are right. It's the tattoo. Actually, did I ever tell you what's written underneath my moth tattoo, Ace? It says, "Death is nothing," in French. That's great, It's poetic, Martine. Anyway, your killer must use the cream as part of their morning routine. They obviously have a tattoo that they like to show off. Or a killer will be able to show off their tattoo in prison. Hey, the fibers you sent me from those glasses proved to be quite the challenge, Ace, but I ended up with valuable information. So first things first, I can confirm the blood in the fibers is your victim's. So you were right. Well, I figured out the fibers are actually wool. According to the treatment in them, the way the fabric curls on the edges, I can tell you that they were part of a stockinette stitch. Your victim didn't have any, so the killer is the one who wears this crisscross pattern. Huh, so our killer might be wearing a stockinette stitch today, but they'll be wearing orange gear soon enough. Interesting. I don't even know who that is now. I don't even know who that makes it. Oh, maybe the assistant? Yeah, it's gotta be... no? Is it you? No, you don't have a tattoo, duh. You don't have a tattoo. Oh, it's the wife. It's the wife. Interesting. I can kind of get that. I mean, that's kind of what we guessed, I think, at the very beginning. Just due to the fact that it was a crime of passion, and that they felt remorseful. But you're under arrest for your husband's murder. What are you saying? I never want to hurt Renee. I told you we were happy. We're going to live out the rest of our lives, days together, hand in hand. One day you used your left hand to bring him down. Well, that's horrible, Secretary James. What must you think of me to imagine I would do such a thing? Maybe you didn't think you would, since you wrote the message full of regret, in the style of your favorite game, Counter Compassion. Your subconscious led us right to you. Secretary James, you're the one who seems to be playing a wicked game with me. I take life more seriously. We also take your body art seriously. We found your tattoo cream on the murder weapon. Confess, Miss Narcisse. We know it was you. Fine, Secret Agent Ace. I did kill him, but I swear I didn't mean to. You already know how my husband and I disagreement about family finances. He wanted to be in charge and always pestered me about my spending. But this morning, I checked our savings account and I saw that he had lost all of our money. Wait, how did he do that? He thought he was so smart. He played the stock market, invested all in the wrong things. All his big talk about saving money, all those efforts made preparing for our retirement, it was all for nothing. Everything I had worked for was gone. I came to the campus to confront him, but he refused to apologize. He started getting upset and said I could try being a little bit more understanding. Me, more understanding? Dealt with the man for 35 years and he thinks I could be more understanding? I just couldn't take it anymore. Grabbed the first thing I could get my hands on and stabbed him. I hardly knew what I was doing. Next thing I know, I'm at the viewpoint with his glasses when I realized it killed him. Well, now it's time for you to face the consequences of your actions, Miss Narcisse. You are under arrest. I'm still thinking 12 years. Well, you're charged with murder. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor. I never thought I'd lose myself in such rage. It seems to me that a lot of citizens could benefit from emotional support and communication classes. However, you must be held responsible for your actions. Wow. Therefore, this court sentences you to 5 years in jail. Holy crap. I was thinking 12 years. I can forget about my lovely retirement by the sea. Dude, you're going to be out in 5 years. On good behavior, you'll probably be out in 2. That's nothing. Ace, excellent work. Your quick solve means that the university's open day can proceed as planned. Dean Walker sends her thanks. Glad to hear it. So Jones, how's it feel to be back on the job? Feels pretty good, actually. I think it's being with Ace that's helping me the most. It's great to have you back. Now that your investigation is done, we can continue looking into Rosetta's past. Dang, man. 5 years. That's nuts. I know it was on accident, but still. Well, Saul got off, I think, scot-free. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the additional investigation. I've been pitching against 88. Over and out. I think Saul got off scot-free, if I remember. Goodness, I'm about to pass out here. Well, we're just gonna do the additional investigation up until we have to wait for the scene or for the stuff, and then I'll be uploading chapter 1, rendering it, getting it all ready for you guys. Cinnamon roll, sugar cubes, and coin purse is right here. I mean, I figured it'd be on the low end. I just didn't think it'd be like 5 years. It seems minimal. All right. All right, folks, Pachinki's Idiot, we are back. Look at Roll Case on Facebook. Let's go on to the additional investigation. We got to figure out more about Rosetta's past. I'll wait for you, my off. Sure. Let's see Gabriel. All right. So what do you got, Gabriel? What do you got for me? Ace, I'm concerned about one of your suspects in the investigation you wrapped up, Julian Ramus. From what you said, he's trying to better himself by applying to the university, but the professor made him believe he'd always be a delinquent. What kind of educator says that? Yeah, I agree. He had his application ready, but the professor made him lose all hope, so now he's given up trying. That's the thing, Ace. If he has given up, it's only out of despair. We must help him get into college. He deserves this chance. You mind if I come with you and look for his application? Sure, Gabriel. We'd be happy to have you come with us to the amphitheater. Cool. So we'll be doing Rosetta, but we're also going to be helping out Julian. I like it. I like it. I think everyone's a huge fan of Julian. It's getting slow again. This is so frustrating. Oh, Jones is my partner. Cool. 2 clues from this room. Hey, do you think this torn piece of paper could be Julian's application? We better take them back together. What's so interesting about this old desk, Ace? Yeah, what is so interesting? Oh, you're right. There appears to be some sort of Dream Life logo doodles on this desk. Ah. But never Dream Life logos. This must be Rosetta's old desk. Let's uncover the rest of the writing, Ace. Then maybe you can reassemble that torn paper with Gabriel. Aha. Aha. We're getting more and more information. I like it. I like it. Okay. Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. She has decent handwriting, better than mine. Yep, I'm not surprised he tore it up. He must have been very upset after the professor told him he'd never amount to anything. You're right, Ace. It looks like there might be a couple of documents missing to complete Julian's application. We better put Ramirez on the case. He'll be able to find everything we need. Yes. We've been asking to get Ramirez more involved. Everybody had been asking for Ramirez. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Interesting. Look, Ace, there are even more Dream Life doodles. And it's written Ad Astra. What does that even mean? You're right. There's also some sort of number combination. D2231. What does this even have to do with Rosetta and Dream Life? Ace, you better send this information to Kathy. Yes, sir. Alright, guys, I will see you guys later. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, guys, so I will be working on this a little bit later. Let's see, I can probably pull up Camtasia Studio right now. I thought this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed very much having having you all here. I love Discord, so Discord was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. The stream quality is probably going to go down because I'm starting to render. So see you guys all later. Been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Thank you guys.